quiet. Today I'm going to be talking about pets. Well, I bet all of you know what are pets, and maybe some of you have your own pets too. Well, let's go and see what are pets and what are some kinds of pets. Well, pets are just kind of like home animals. They're not like the wild animals, but they're animals that's just kind of like commons. They really was common and don't do anything to hurt people. It was really was gentle. They was not like ours. It's just a friend of ours. It's just things like that. But that is what we call pets. Well, let's look at some kind of the most common pets. There's many pets in the world, but there's just looking at some. First is cats. Some people that doesn't know about pets too much doesn't know that cats have thousands of species. They have thousands of species. Let's see some of them. Let me tell you some of those cat species that was really common here. First is catnip. Then we have a cat feed. Next we have is, I remembered, the librarian. Yes, there's many kinds of cats and whole words. There's many pieces of them that I can't tell you at this whole time. There's too much. The same things that happens to dogs and other subjects. And other pets too. Well, cats, lots of animals that can take care of themselves. Cat is best for people that doesn't have too much time taking care of ours, and for people who likes to have an active pet without too much money. Yeah, because when we're growing the cats, it wouldn't have the same amount of money as the dog. It would be a lot more cheaper to make all those groomings, pets taken care. Yeah, well, that's it. But usually cats wouldn't need time of people to groom themselves. They can groom themselves by their teeth. You usually see in pictures and photos. You see the cats will sometimes lick their hands and their bodies all around. They are grooming and cleaning themselves. That's a really special way of cleaning, right? Next, dogs. Dogs are the most common pets. Yeah, there are many dogs in the whole world. Dogs can come in many species and many colors too. Some of them are black spotted with white skins. Some are just one colors. Some have a lot of furs and some doesn't have furs a lot. Well, dogs wasn't animals that usually just for people who have time to take care, who have time to groom them, who have time to play with them. Well, what if we buy a dog and we don't play with them? We don't do anything to them. It's just the same. The dog doesn't die or anything. If it had enough food, waters, if it had enough of them, they wouldn't die really easily. But the dogs here, if they don't get care of those people, then they won't be loyal. If we really would care about the dogs, the dog would know, okay, this was my masters. I need to be really loyal to these persons. Dogs was a really loyal animals if you really take care of this. But that's it, dogs. Next, bunny. I don't see too much people in or places have pets as bunnies. Yeah, but if you have seen some wild bunny before, its eyes are not usually black like ours animals, but it usually will have red red eyes. Usually its skin will be white, for most of the times. Okay, but sometimes bunnies can have different colors of hairs. Okay, well that's bunnies. Next is mouse. Mouse. Usually I will see some people have a pet mouse, but they will have a different kind of pets. Well, usually they would have a pet called hamsters. This pictures here is showing the hamsters. There you go. But we're going to discover about it later. But usually people have hamsters more than having mouse. Next is goldfish, or we can just call this freshwater fish. Yeah, there's many people who take care of fish too because they really just need food and clean waters for a living. You don't need to groom it, but what's the upsides of goldfish? Of having a pet goldfish? Having a pet goldfish for goldfish owners is just kind of like really was attractive. They attract us when they're swimming and help us to look clearer. Many people love to look at the goldfish moving around, flapping its tails and waving its bodies around the waters. Usually, some of the goldfish runners would design their fish bowl really beautiful, like just real oceans in the world. Yeah, next, birds. There's many kinds of birds that you can take care of. Usually, there will be just common birds. But sometimes some people in the other countries they would roast parrots. Parrots. Do you know what are parrots? They're the animals that there are one type of birds that looks really was colorful. They have a really big geese, and you know, some people I have never discovered about a parrot before, but I know that the parrot was an animal that can speak if you get the parrot to repeat something many times, and the parrot can speak that. And when it have gets that, they can speak every time when the owner is talking something. Next is turtle. Turtle was a really unusual pet that really nobody take care about. Next is hamsters, the pet I'm talking about. Hamsters usually was a really cute pet that takes also a lot of money as taking a cat. But you know the hamsters are pretty lazy. So if you are going to take a pet hamsters, make sure you get all of those toys and those working machines for hamsters as that wheels. When the hamsters walk on, the wheels move. That makes the hamsters to run really fast to catch up with the circle. Well, that's hamsters. Hamsters are different from mouse, okay? Hamsters and mouse are different. If you look at two pictures, you can see that they're really different, not the same at all. Well, today we've learned about pets. Pet was a really great thing for people that don't go around usually. And if you have time or maybe you can take a pet, take it. But first, look at all the up, downs, and downsides so that you can see, okay, this pet was right enough for me. If I have enough time to take care of it, if I have enough money to pay for all of its food lookings. Well, that's all for today. See you next time. Have a nice day.